Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go.
Hello.
Get that freaking thing off the screen. Hello, I'm Jody. Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything.
I changed my avatar.
How dare you?
I like it.
What's its name? Stuart the
Howie the Crab. Thank you very much.
Whatever, same thing.
Do you notice anything about my outfit today?
You're wearing you're wearing the Heart of the Ocean, Cody's necklace, Amanda.
Oh, I was inspired by Cody Brown. He's been spotted a few times this week wearing it. So it wasn't just like something that Robyn spent $2,000 on at 3 a.m. and he's like, yeah, I guess I'll wear this to the zoo or something.
I thought
he's proud of that.
He tossed it into the ocean at the end. Well, baby, I went down and got it for you.
No, he thinks he's a fancy pants walking around in that thing. He looks
is that a
so stupid. I don't know what this is. This is just like my mom just gave me like a bag of like old jewelry. Like a few months
ago.
That
every mom hands to you when you leave your house.
A big Ziploc bag with a bunch of little individual Ziplocs in there, and they're all labeled because I think she tried to sell them at some point, at a garage sale. But I saw this today, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wear that.
Oh my goodness. Well, hello everyone. Hello Calgary.
Hello.
You want to sing it now? Go for it.
No, I'm not in a singing.
Okay. Yeah, everyone's saying happy belated birthday.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I had quite the past 3 days. It was too much for your gal here. It was like a lot of stimulation that I really had to recover from.
Well, listen, happy 40th birthday. Welcome to the club. Things just get
great.
Harder and harder from here.
Yeah, it's like my body knew I was 40 and it decided to just give me even more aches and pains.
Yeah, so it happens. It happens. Fine. And then your metabolism slows down, and it's always been great. Okay. Wait, hang on. We got some. I feel like so disoriented right now. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, what is Dr. Amy? Sorry, Dr. Amy is saying she's watching the room changing before her eyes. Yeah, the photos. I'm just going to show this because this is like a family thing. There's still price tags on it. Haven't put anything in them, but I've ordered prints from Etsy. Your favorite thing, feminist prints, sayings, etc.
The amount of shirts
and cocktail ones. They're for a good cause. But thank you very much. Yeah, we're in the home stretch.
All right. Let's start out here really quickly. I want to say thank you everyone for all of your birthday comments on Facebook. I was shocked to see that many people.
Love you.
Was nice. We're nice. I didn't even look at my own Facebook page, to be honest. I was just following the one in the in our group because that's where that's our real family. But let me tell you guys about this weekend. And I think that I just really learned yesterday, how much being how much social anxiety can honestly do a number on your health. Cause I was honestly sick yesterday because just the level of anxiety I had yesterday. Okay. Well, Thursday I went out with Auntie Debbie. We went out to this bougie ass brunch. It was the best brunch I've ever had. I'll show you a picture of what we got. Okay. And I, of course, was able to eat one bite of mine, but then I pounded the rest of it at 3 a.m. because that's kind of just how my eating is.
You were able to only eat one bite because you were just anxious being out?
I just can't eat around people. Like if I make food for like whenever I go to Daphne's house, like unless I need to start bringing my vape pen with me so that it actually makes me hungry. But I do just get anxious about going out, even with Auntie Debbie. Like I was just anxious because I was like doing something. So, but look at this fucking eggs Benedict that I got. That's brown butter hollandaise.
Eggs Benedict so good. These times I ask you every single time what it is. And I know it's like eggs, Canadian bacon.
It's eggs. Well, I'm just talking about the hollandaise. Hollandaise is it's lemon juice, egg yolk, and butter, and lots of all of it. And nice. But yeah, so this is Auntie Debbie's here.
Is it a crepe?
Yeah, it's a crepe with the brown butter hollandaise. And so I got to take that home too. And I was going to eat it, and then I left it next to the couch, and I went to the bathroom, and I came out, and it was gone. And I knew it. The second I came out, Walter was like cowering and like wagging his tail really quickly.
Oh no.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. So that was great. But also like I was stressed out because Thursday I had the brunch with Debbie, and then I was going out with my dad that evening to a show. So we met at Boston Pizza. My dad immediately was mad at me about this whole car situation because there was a recall I was supposed to have gotten done in New York.
Oh boy, here we go.
I probably got the notice and just threw it out. And he's like, no, I know that's exactly what you did. And he was like so irritated at me. But then I tried to like talk to him. I was like, Dad, I really wish you'd like ask me about like stuff. And he's like, you don't need me to ask you about stuff. He's like, I come and I fix your car. What more do you want? I'm like, I'd like a relationship. He's like, who wants me around anyway? I'm like, okay. He's being kind of funny. So then we just started talking about like Stephen Sondheim and stuff. And
well, that'll do it.
A light just turned on, and then the whole rest of the evening, it was like one of the best evenings of my life. It was so much
happy.
We had so much fun. And my dad got a few drinks, and he ordered us 2 drinks at the show, and I just couldn't because I had 1 glass of wine at Boston Pizza, and it immediately triggered my acid reflux. So he just drank like 5 drinks that night. But
that's all right.
The show was so fun to sit with him, and we were that annoying. If I had been sitting in front of us, I would have asked him to switch seats because we were being obnoxious.
Amanda,
we weren't being mean. We were like excited and like singing along with stuff, and we were like like not really singing along, but kind of under our breath. So it was probably even more annoying. But like us saw like Amanda. And he's like he kept being a jerk and being like, you don't know what song is coming up next. I'm like, God, shut the fuck up. He always does shit like that.
It's a fun little game for everyone around you.
Yeah, for everyone. And we were like conducting at certain parts together. Like we were like hitting some downbeats and then just kind of laughing at stuff. But like I was impressed. It's a hard ass show.
Follies, right?
Follies by Stephen Sondheim. And also the show was just really perfect because it's about a bunch of like old like a reunion of the Follies, like a 50-year reunion. So it's all about all these people coming back together, and now they're like all old. And so every song is about aging and like all your regrets in life. And I was like, yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, perfect for this.
Yeah.
So that was fun. I had a great time. But then the whole next day I was so shut down from just all that. And
exhausting.
It is exhausting. Like my dad, everyone knows my dad at the theater because he played the rehearsals, and he's like introducing me to people. But and then we got in a huge argument that lasted throughout the night about like how I don't have a better voice than Leah Michelle. And he's like, no, you don't. And I'm like, do you know how rude that is, Dad? I'm like, that was my song. He used to play it for me. Like I do it, like sing it like every week. And he's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, just because I'm not skinny doesnthink mean I don't have a better voice than her. But then it just became a little
black
joke.
And white.
I think he was just teasing me.
Just joking.
Well, I have the exact same sense of humor. Right. So then with the whole next day, Friday, we recorded that double.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Which we'll talk about. And like I looked like I looked like I had gone out all night. Like I was just
you didn't. You always look gorgeous, but sure.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah, everyone smash that like in the name of father-daughter bonding. I like that.
Oh, yay! But
you had
so
a great
then
birthday.
I did, but speaking of which, that Friday double. If you guys aren't on our Patreon, these are the 2 episodes to listen to because you got some juice.
Oh, yes, I do.
Well,
I
first
do.
of all, like we had all these audio issues and stuff in the Gossip Girl
I got
episode.
like stopped because I had a donation truck coming, which spurred on a story about
if anyone wants an update on Jody's
the couch.
life,
So just
oh god, that
still
I wish we could
careful,
talk.
babe.
I wish we could tell the story.
Careful.
But so go listen to that. You can get all the juice and dirt. But then right after that, we did Sister Wives. A Wife Decides, which is where Meri decide. What else happened in that episode? I feel like other shit happened.
Kody ran a lot back and forth in the cul-de-sac. Aurora stealing the mic, stealing the moment every chance she can get.
Yeah.
Or where Robyn had really good acting skills where she's like, oh, really? Kody said that he didn't want to have a baby with you? Really? Really?
Huh. And
okay.
But by the end of that, we were both so loopy, which always happens when we do these episodes. Also, Jody's in a way better mood these days than she's been in the past few months. So it's a lot more fun with because there were a few recordings we've done over the past few months where I could tell that you just wanted to get the fuck out of here. Like she'll text me beforehand and be like, I want to get out of here within an hour. Is that okay?
No.
I'll be like, yeah. And she'll be like, you're mad. I'm like, it's fine. I don't care. I'm like, I need you to stop asking me if I'm mad at you because I don't actually care. But okay.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's I'm a single gal these days, okay? I have places to be.
You do.
Things to do.
You got those hard outs.
Oh God.
But so
I did give you 3 special birthday presents that we cannot talk about on here.
Yeah, we definitely can't post those pics.
Not pics. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, you gave me.
No, I'm talking about on Patreon.
So that took a lot out of me, and then my mom made this birthday brunch for me yesterday, and there were 10 people in attendance, and she made she made a whole bunch of deviled eggs, hash brown casserole, like all of my favorite shit, and the amount of anxiety, and these is all my family. Carling was there. Like I know everyone super well, but the stress level of just first of all, it was mostly that like Debbie and Carling were going to be there, and they're not part of that side of the family. So I was just stressed out the whole time. I'm like, God, I hope they don't feel uncomfortable, and like, how is this going to go? And like, I don't like being center of attention.
Sure, so I get that.
I get there. I'm not hungry at all because I have this pit in my stomach, even though I'm excited to see everyone. And the party started. Harry, let me show you a picture of the spread here. This is like insane.
It's so,
look at this.
It's just Daphne. I just love this.
This is Daphne. And in the background, in the floral there's me. And in the live picture, Carling's taking this picture. You can hear me go, I don't want to be on the picture. And she's like, no, don't worry.
You hear it too. Look at the Hamamanda.
The Hamamanda. This
is just quintessential. Now,
things where she
Daphne,
printed off labels. You can see on the plates, like these beef rolls here, or the buffalo chicken things here. You can see right at the bottom of the plate, she had printed off sticky labels that everything's labeled.
Okay, now upper left, is that like a
quinoa salad?
I knew it.
Quinoa salad has apple slices in it too,
and a relish tray, just like Robyn.
A relish tray. Robyn would be proud. And can
I say what I'm most impressed about?
Yeah,
that fruit. I mean, look at that.
It's a good
bananas. Now, I've never seen bananas out on like a fruit tray.
Me neither. And there's no melon. You don't see any melon on that fruit tray, babe. She went all out. I was this whole thing must have cost her so much money. Like, look at all of the shit there.
Oh, those berries are easily, well, in Canada, those are probably like $10.99
for sure. Walter did so good. Walter was like the belle of the ball because he did great. He liked the men that were there. My uncle Bill, the one that looks like Christine's.
Mr. Bill. That was really bad.
Yeah, good one.
But not the mama, if you know what I'm saying.
He did really good. He was like so excited, but like I think it's nice having a dog at a party because it's at least a conversation piece if like the if the conversation starts to lull, you can kind of talk about the dog until it gets going again. That's my opinion. And he was just being really cute.
Well, I'm cowering in a corner because it obviously wants to attack me. They always do.
God.
They sense my fear, and then
well, but the actual Belle of DeBall was Carling. She was like doing a full like stand-up routine. Like everyone was just like just like watching her, like, because she's so funny. And
she's like your best friend. It's like everyone loves her so much. And Daphne was like, "Where's Carling?" And then Nancy W and Carling are best friends now, and they can't stop talking about each other.
Well, and here's the thing. Carling said that she has social anxiety too. And she was like nervous. She was like, I was so nervous about going. And I'm like, see, I wish I could turn it on like that though. So she did so good. She was so funny. When she left, my auntie Twyla was like, wow, your friend is so
was there too. Jesus.
Twyla was obsessed with Carling.
I think Daphne threw this party just to spite me.
Just to spite you.
Did she have lemon meringue pie? Did she have the
There
pie?
Was no lemon meringue pie. So at least
I was about to just throw myself out the window if she did. Okay.
But there was a moment, and also like I think I'm just super, I have more sensory issues than I ever thought I did. But there's a point where I'm sitting at the table and there's a conversation happening over here across from me with Twyla, Bill, Carling, and then my cousin. And then next to me here is my mom and Debbie, and my mom is so loud. And they're both just like right here. And like there was a like in that moment, I just felt I just felt everything. Like I hit a brick wall because it was just like I powered down because there was
like
so
Meri.
much
You were just
happening.
A wallflower. No one
I was
even knew you were there. You were
wallflower.
so shy.
No. I think everyone could tell there was like something wrong because there was a moment where I was just like, oh my God. And just all my energy is just drained. And I couldn't hear. I have such issues hearing. So like my mom's like making a racket over here. And then I couldn't hear this conversation. And I was just like, I felt like I was underwater. Then after everyone left, I'm like, I think I need to like lie down. And I went upstairs to like my room in her house. I put my head down on the pillow and I woke up 3 hours later.
You slept during your party?
No, this is after everyone left, but it was like
okay.
immediate. Like we were supposed to watch a movie last night and my mom's like, I could tell something was wrong. I'm like, I think I was just majorly overstimulated.
Speaking of last night, I don't know if I'm jumping the gun here, but you started watching something and I started it. I don't think I got as far as you did. And that would be a little show called A Love is Blind.
Yeah. Wait, do you not want to talk about anything about your life?
Like just finishing up painting and that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. If you want to hear any like good stuff, you go to our Patreon. It's good. But okay, let's
listen. I'm happy. I'm just having fun. I just want to laugh.
Yeah.
No, I just want to clarify because a couple weeks ago, people were like seriously asking me, send me a message. I do not have a boyfriend. I do not want a boyfriend. I do not want a relationship.
She doesn't have a boyfriend.
For like 20 years.
She has boyfriends, plural.
False. Absolutely false. I do not want anything, Dave.
There are men.
No.
There are men.
Oh God, no.
Have dates. Mandesha says, I went blind and deaf at a mall once because of a panic attack. Yeah, my ex-husband Brad fainted at a baseball game by himself. Because he had a panic attack, and he said he was going to like lean against a pole, and he said the last thing I heard was somebody go, "Hey man, are you okay?" And then he woke up on a gurney, and people they're like medic, and he had to like just sit there and like panic attacks are real, man. Like I was sick all night. I was sick. I feel better now. Okay, but let's talk about Love is Blind.
Yeah.
Which that's to be debated. I'm halfway through the episode 4, which is the last one that's available right now.
Oh, okay. I think I got to where two people met each other.
I'm not great with the names yet.
Their names. Yeah, I was going to say the names have not clicked with me yet.
You guys are making me feel way better here. The Gigi just said I had a panic attack at Macy's in the makeup area at Christmas. Okay, good. This is making me feel less alone because I felt so. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Okay, so Love is Blind. I know Zach. I know that name.
I
Remember that one?
the names will never click with me until they're living together doing their thing. Sorry.
I know Zach because I remember him. Like I was like also on my phone and stuff. Like I wasn't like really invested, but I remember him talking. He's the one that he kept saying that he was a stripper, but then he's actually and his mom had been a stripper, and he seemed like a really nice guy. And then I just hadn't seen him in a while, so I was like looking him up, but he is in the show.
Okay, yeah, he did kind of disappear. He was the one who started singing, right?
Okay. Well, we're gonna get to that. Let's.
I don't think
that's the main event.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's the one I see. Okay, so
you sent it to me, but I haven't seen it on the show yet. I don't think.
There's these two. They cast this very well because they have two like girl villains. Zach is the Hanna-Barbera.
Okay, I haven't been watching that closely. I will definitely go back and watch it closer. Who are the villains?
The blonde girl. Her name is like Micah.
Oh, she's like
or
a
something.
really cute blonde. Okay. Oh, and she and that other chick are like laughing about the other girl.
And they're bitches. But
Ariana and Saucy.
Ariana. Jocks. Oh, jeez. So
Pump rules.
But they're like bitches, and I think it's like a good storyline because both of them. Well, can I say spoilers? Does anyone really give a fuck? They both get picked, okay? But they're both with somebody that also has another girl, and so that he has to decide between. So it's just going to be interesting to see when the guy when they look back or when they really get to know them and realize like, oh, she's actually a huge bitch and like not a good person.
Okay, Irina's personality, the acne scar.
Oh, Irina, that's what it is.
I don't think it helps that her foundation is 13 shades lighter than her spray tan. That was a big miss.
Oh yeah, I was literally just gonna say this. Oh, sorry, we were with it. Sylvia, Irina's personality is that she had acne scars, and totally. And because she mentions it right at the top of her spiel, and I think that they're lighting her so that you can see them. Like so I promise you, because I would never notice stuff like that usually. Yeah. I actually don't mind an acne scar. Brad had a lot of acne scars, and I actually liked it. And Joey Jeremiah, famously.
Happy birthday, big guy.
For me. So I think they're lighting it because they're like they'll shoot her from like back here, like she's talking to the camera, but then there's a camera here. And then the lights like hitting her face. And right. Like, hey, we get it. She's got like pockmarks.
Okay. How about the one chick who fell asleep? And the guy's like, and I love you. And she's sawing logs over there.
I just kind of thought it was drunk. I don't think it was fake.
Okay.
I think she passed the fuck out. There's alcohol everywhere. Yeah. When they're like sitting in the room, there's like a full bar like next to them.
I mean, it would not have been cute if I would have fallen asleep in there, especially drunk. And like it'd be like one of those, like, oh God, sleep apnea. I just stop breathing for a second, just full.
Yeah, it'd be a bad angle with me. I'd have like a double.
Oh, the dry throat that like.
Oh. Do you ever like? Okay, sometimes I'll go into StreamYard, this app that we're using, just to upload stuff from my bed, and I'll forget to like enter the studio with the camera off. So it'll just.
Did you hear me calling you? I went in last night on here to go put in photos.
And it was my door, the chair.
It was the chair, and I could hear you in the other. I could hear your TV playing Love is Blind. And I was going, Amanda. I was trying to scare you, but you didn't hear me.
No, but like sometimes I'll just be like sitting like this, and the camera turns on, and it's just me, no makeup, like triple chin.
Horrifying. That is the worst. Yeah. The season seems like it'll be pretty good, I think.
Yeah, well, and I said to Jody last night, I'm like, they didn't even attempt this season to cast any uggos or chubs or chubbies.
Yeah, chubbies meaning anyone like size 6 and above.
Yeah, right.
Those fatties. Oh yeah. Like, no, they're all just.
What's the point? We've said this 100 times. Love is Blind would be so much more interesting if everyone just looked normal. Because what is the experiment here? Of course, they're going to find each other attractive.
Oh, the speech pathologist, the blonde one. She had a so cozy moment when she had her hoodie on and she had it over her head and she had like perfect perfect blowout, like coming out of the hoodie. And she's just like, oh my
God. And all these girls in these room, they're wearing these skin tight short dresses. And this one girl sat down on the couch with her like kneeling, but with her legs splayed out behind her. I'm like, how are you? But she did have a pillow. I know.
Ouch.
Oh, but she had a pillow. But like if I was in those rooms, I would just be in sweats, which is why I would never be picked for the show.
Oh, 100%. They're not seeing you. Who cares?
Yeah,
but I work from home, or like
even
right now, business on top.
Pants
on the bottom.
I have the shorts on the bottom here that I've been wearing for like 3 days.
What about the one? Oh, actually, I think it was the speech path who said, she's like, you want to know how many shows I brought? 129 pairs. Oh, like, God, it's not cute. Stop trying to be Carrie from Sex and the City. Ew, gross.
I want to almost pull this up, but okay. So there's this guy. He had a guitar, and oh God, we've always said the second a guitar comes out, I'm out. But
I'm out. Yeah,
he like wrote this song for this girl, and he makes her like sing like a recurring vamp. He's like, all right, repeat after me, like, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it, and she's like into it. She's like, yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
No.
So she's singing that, and then he plays, and I was like, this is like the cringiest thing ever.
I don't like
but
that.
Then this was all beat by the fact that Zach proposes to Irina, and he's like, I wrote a song for you, do you want to hear it? She's like, totally. And he's like, I was blue, the bluest blue there ever was, and the clouds in the sky found me and rained all over my life. Irina, I was a Blarney Stone. I love you forever and a day. And if you think that I was exaggerating,
this is where you just start making up your own rhythm and beat as you're going. It's not.
Oh yeah, there was no rhyme or reason. And here, if you don't believe me,
I know that you would never give up on me, no matter how bad things got. So I wrote you a song.
I'd be like, no. Oh no.
Are you?
This is so funny.
All right. I was aching, breaking down. The bluest sky the blues had found. As we lay in the pause, I knew it was real. My heart you would steal.
The rhyme at least there.
You found me all alone. I found myself a Blarney Stone. Irina, you take my blues away. Irina, you take my blues away. I love you.
Like, it keeps going.
I know.
Forever and ever.
He didn't know where he was going with it.
And the next thing is he kneels down now. I was impressed with her for controlling her face. Well, at one point she goes like this, kind of like.
Oh, I saw that. Wow.
I would look like the biggest monster on TV if I was being sung to like that, because I would look straight at the camera.
A Jim from The Office moment, like. You guys punk. This is punked, isn't it? I gotta let Scout out. Sorry. So, who in his life indulged him to the point where he thought he had a good enough voice to do this?
I don't know.
Oh, ass turd.
The look that was in his eyes, stealing kisses from me on the slide.
Jan thinks Hunter is very talented.
Son of a preacher man was at her baby shower.
Oh, I remember.
She sang it. Oh yeah, she's wearing that really long, nice dress. I liked it. Yeah.
Oh my God, I couldn't do that.
Oh yeah.
Someone said you have a great voice. You should do this a cappella.
God, there was like a couple rhymes in there,
Not good ones. Blarney Stone? You're going to
Yeah.
throw in a Blarney Stone? Come on. No.
It was just about being blue. I was blue, the bluest blue in the
Forever
sky.
and ever and ever. This is a kid making up a song. Like, Mom, I wrote a song. Do you want to hear it? And it just keeps going.
And it just
There you go. And you're like,
uh-huh.
wow, so good. Oh, there's more. Yeah.
God.
Um,
It is bad. But anyway, they just another spoiler here. When they see each other, it is the most awkward shit ever. Like when they meet.
I don't think I've seen that part.
Okay, well, get ready.
It's not good.
Well, it's not as cringy as the song, but he's just like, hi. And she's like, you're not even blinking. Like, you're not even blink. Like, they're both. It seems like that, but she's like, do I not look like what you thought? And he's like, you actually look exactly like what I thought. And then she said to him, this is so weird. It's like I'm putting the face with the voice. It's like you're a cartoon character. And I don't think she meant it in the way that he took it, but he took it as her saying you look like a cartoon. But I think she was saying like, this is weird because it's like you're not real.
Like I'm
but also
seeing
she's
the voice actor behind the cartoon is kind of what she was getting to. Right. I get it.
I'm definitely going to be continuing to watch this. Auntie Twyla watches it.
Well, let's have her on.
She's like, love it. And then I.
Oh, sorry, I'm not Carling. Forget it. She only come on. That's fine.
They would actually be really fun. But yes, she watches Perfect Match. She watches Love Is Blind. She watches all of those, the trash. And I'm like, why don't you watch Sister Wives?
Do you know what's on tonight?
What?
Brother Husband.
That's right. Everyone's been asking us about that. I assume we should probably at least cover the pilot for.
Yeah, we're going to watch it, see what it's about. You know, I mean, if it's as good as Seeking Sister Wife, God, remember the Murfolds? You loved Garrick.
Miss Burt.
Miss Burt. Ew, remember when they boned in like the 30 seconds she went to go wash her face and come back?
She had those
and
braces.
Then she slept in the Burt. And then she was kind of busted when they went to go visit her.
Well, she gained like 10 pounds, but I mean, COVID.
She was a little bit more busted. I think the lying and the deceit might have,
worn on her.
Hey, listen, I know more than anyone. Karma will come back and knock you on your ass.
If you want to hear that story, check out Patreon. I remember in that episode where they go and they see her finally, and Danielle is wearing like those like Viking
sandals. The gladiator sandals.
Yeah.
So she was looking pretty good. Small wife energy. Yep. What was I told you? Oh, are you keeping up with 90 Day Fiance the other way?
No, I just listened to Julie and Justine's recap on Resting Bitch Face.
I just started listening to the recap. Yeah. I can't decide if I like it or not. I was like super excited for the season, and now I just kind of feel like it's I hate to say like maybe the recipe is a little stale now. And we're just seeing so many crazy wackadoos that we know what's going to happen. Like the, 68-year-old woman who's going to marry the cross-eyed dude from Egypt. And, it's like, of course, what's going to happen? We know.
I think I would like it better if it also wasn't an hour and 25 minutes to watch it.
They are very long. Yeah.
It's just a lot of investment.
Oh, I agree. And actually, I totally forgot I was going to upload these two photos. I'm going to do this in a second. I was going to share a photo that I was going to, that I sent you for your birthday, Femme Fatale.
Oh, I have it.
I hate you so much. I hate you.
It's never not funny.
I'm not looking.
She's wearing a little carrot toque that somebody crocheted for her.
God, just someone boil it. Jeez, put it away. I hate that. Eat it. Those lobster cracker things. It's
the
so
mom,
gross.
actually, I thought this actually might be interesting to you. This is what the mom looks like.
I'm not. Get that off. Get that thing off.
But she posted this thing the other day. It's like it's a TikTok, and it was I think it was set to like you'll be in my heart. You'll be, and it's like, it's all this, like, it's just Howie like crawling up her arm and across her body and like her
About the oyster.
Yeah. And she's like, how, and it's just written on the screen. It's like, Howie, we might not have that many more years together, but
we're teaching
the world about crabs. And then the very last thing is, and remember, food. Yeah, it says, remember everyone, don't boil us alive because we're sentient and we feel pain.
What is her goal? Like, where did she find this thing? Like at Kroger?
I think her daughter, like, it was her daughter's pet. But she's had crabs before.
It's a pet, like from a pet store.
Yeah, I think so. It's like expensive. No, it was from a pet store.
I don't think so, babe.
Well, Howie's doing great.
Okay, well, okay, I'm going to share these photos with you because I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, this looks like Jamie. So I posted this. Okay.
Who's Jamie?
So from 90 Day Fiance, I'm going to post the other one, okay? Oh, it's kind of blurry, but
okay, yeah.
This chick,
yeah.
Tell me that is not the same as that. That is her, like years ago. It has to be. Look at the dimples.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
It has to be. And yes, it's a Planned Parenthood pamphlet. Everyone relax, okay? I do not. It came in the mail. Jesus. She's had crabs before. Oh, yes, she has. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out. And if it is, then hey, great. Maybe she was doing like an ad for Planned Parenthood Chile or wherever it was. What else is going on? Hey, good morning, Googs. I'm recording.
Tell him to come say hi to the world.
Do you want to come say hi to? Okay, well then we'll talk later. Bye now. What?
Dark clothes right before, like cold, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I was just asking.
Oh, it was cute.
Are you gonna do laundry?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's breaking the cycle, Jody.
Exactly. Things are happening. Things are looking up.
Boys can do laundry? No.
It's more like
that doesn't sound right.
Tweens and teens can do laundry.
Oh, by the way, I saw something the other day that said, it was a TikTok video, I think, about how it's actually a myth that you need to separate your laundry, because you used to have to do that because the detergent that used to be used would separate colors, and now they don't have that. So there's really no point.
Okay, so you can put reds and whites together.
Yes.
No, you cannot.
Yeah, I think you can.
No, it's false.
Who's wearing red though? Them. The only person that has to worry about that is Janelle Brown. She's got a lot of reds and whites,
and she doesn't wash that. She doesn't wash that red.
Maybe she washed
that red
together,
button.
And that's why she has the pink one in the opening credits.
Probably.
And she's like, I'll just wear this.
I think what she has is really awesome. No, I definitely separate. You got your whites, your lights, your darks, sheets, towels.
I had a magical moment the other day. Yes. And I was trying. Oh, I can show the video. I can hold it up to the screen.
Okay.
I walked out of my house, and there were like 3. It ended up being like 7, but there were deer just like hanging out. One of them started like walking over to me.
No, you started walking over to it.
No. The first video. No. Debbie says that those have been here. Like the neighborhood like takes care of them, and she's like, I'm sure people feed them. So now I want to look up like what I can feed them.
No, they're fine. Do not try. She's trying to domesticate the deer.
They're already domesticated. They walked right up to me.
No, they're not going to survive if you feed them. They have to know how to feed themselves. How do you not know this?
They do feed themselves.
No, she starts walking over, sticking her fingies, and it's
no, that is not what happens.
You always do.
Video.
No, you always go to dogs and you wonder why they bite you because you go, hey, and you stick fingy in their face. I bite you too. See, look, don't feed. It's bad for their tummies. See,
I'm not actually going to do that. Here's a picture of them but that one lying down there, that was sat there right in my, and that's like my yard. That's my tree. Right
okay, so leave them there.
It sat there for like 2 hours though, and then the other 2 were like protecting it. So then I called 311, like wildlife, because I was scared. I was nervous. I wanted to like make sure they were okay, but then I was on hold for so long. Then they left. But here's a video. All right, here it is.
Oh, huh?
Oh, here we go.
Hello.
Snow White over here.
Hi.
Look at
Come
that.
here. You want to come?
No, it's not
I'm
a
gonna
dog,
give you,
Amanda.
though. Hello. You are beautiful.
You know those are
This is the
deadly.
most white girl thing I've ever done in my life. Hello, baby.
You
There's
do
another
not
one
go
too.
and pet it. You're putting them in danger by doing that.
I didn't. But if it had come right up to me, I probably would have like let it
Those
smell
are
my hand.
deadly.
That
If
are
a car hits
horns.
those, you're dead. My dad was almost killed by a deer in the road. Hi, George. Oh no, that's Walter. Sorry, back there.
Yeah, that's hands. Ooh,
And
I
my
can get
niece
George to
too.
come
You need
though.
to be very careful. Don't feed them.
I'm not fucking feeding them. Whoops. Hang on.
Oh, yeah,
I can
Renee.
get George to come right now.
Ugh.
He's been coming every time I play cats.
That's a cat sound?
Yeah.
Ah, God, I don't get that off. Jesus.
Hi, George.
Who's making that sound?
They're kittens.
Ugh.
There's Latrice.
I hate this one.
I love it. It's so cool. They like want to come and help. If you ever can't find your cats, guys, just play cats meowing. They're all over TikTok.
Yeah, let's not. I remember, throwback to when Amanda fed a squirrel pizza. That squirrel that was by your mailbox in New York.
I did not feed it pizza. It was stuck in the mailbox, and I took my hand and like pulled it out.
You were going to. I remember that you were going to feed
about?
it something. Yeah, you were going to.
Oh, I was trying to. Yeah, I was trying. Well, because it got in the mailbox somehow, and it got curled up, and it couldn't get out. And so I had to I put like this big, huge like glove on, and I just like scooped it out, and then it ran away.
Oh yeah,
I was a hero that day.
I would have called 311 or 911 or something. I'm not touching that. You
Well,
probably
I had a
killed it because
handle.
you touched it. Just so you know.
Oh my God. Can we talk about this? Because this is like my favorite thing that happened all week.
Oh God. Okay. Yes. Okay, guys.
All right. Explain because I haven't been reading the comments here, and I want to be
Okay.
part of it
So,
too.
friend of the show, Nick Kachanov. I mean, you know where he's at. BSA Pod or Best Supporting Pod and the Good Vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
He sends
Girlfriend's
this to us.
cocktail hour
Sorry,
every so
that's
often.
right. You guys are coming back, right?
With All Stars, yeah.
Coming back. So he sends this and he's like, okay, I just spent like a good 10 minutes trying to figure out what I'm looking at. Let me know when you see it. So Justine and Amanda and I are looking at this. We're like, what is it? And then he said something like, hint, there's a teddy bear. And at first,
The teddy bears blows my mind.
If you guys are wondering, like, what is this same thing? At first, I was like,
You guys
this
can
is
look it
gross.
up. It's
Is
on
this
Redbubble. First of all, this is our fault because Nick was like, do you guys sell products like You Fine or something?
yeah.
He's like, I would love to have a You Fine journal. And we're like, oh, go to Redbubble. So he did. And now this is coming up. But it's like a sponsored ad for Redbubble. And it says the Sleeping Hunk Duvet Cover Comforter. Okay.
Right.
Immediately, the main part there looks like a stomach. And then it looks like somebody sitting like a frog.
Squatting.
Right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Agreed.
Like sitting like
but
yoga.
you can't tell, like, okay, is that like, where is the private part? Then I was like, is this supposed to be like a pee-pee? Or like what? You know, like, is it? But then when I started to look, I was like, oh, I think it's like two people's legs kind of like pretzeling each other or something. Like,
and then there's
a
the
leg and
bottom
leg.
of a
It's like,
teddy bear at the
no.
very top.
Right, but it's not that. It's
So
okay.
Nick
so then
sent us a
Nick-
video, hilarious, of just
It
like
was
him
a Kennedy
with a-
assassination style with a
Yeah.
pointer.
He's like, so
Where
here,
everything
here.
is coming from this angle.
It's okay. You guys just have to like look it up to like get the reference, but I promise
Yes.
it's worth it. But the main part there, the thing that throws it off is that it's a man laying
It's
in
one
bed
man.
sideways, one single man holding a teddy bear for some reason, but you can only
At
see
the
the
very
teddy bear's
tippy
feet.
top. Right.
So I think the idea is that like it's like wearing like an apron that like looked like with
Or like
like
a
the bottom
swimsuit
of
cover up, like I'm on a bikini. Oh,
yeah. So you would
right.
like the idea is you'd lie under this duvet and it would look like this is the bottom half of your body. But the man they got to pose, he's flexing the shit out of his thigh, and it's
his right leg.
and it's the most muscular. I still don't really see it. Like it's still hard to make out here.
you're seeing the top of his quad, his knee, and then a calf. And then the second, like his left leg is halfway or 3/4 of the way under the sheet, but it looks like a skinny leg because so much of it is covered up. So it's like two legs spooning. It's just the most bizarre thing. But how
Everybody
did
look
this
this
get
up.
passed? How is
I
this
don't know.
copy? Someone saw this and said,
I don't know, but I kind of
"Yes,
want to
post
buy this for Nick for his birthday.
That'd be really
Like that would be
good.
really funny.
I don't think Keon would let it.
I was
put
just
it on
gonna say I don't
Redbubble.
think Keon would let her have it.
No, it's not going on the actual bed, babe.
Oh no, I wouldn't put it on the bed, but I'd have it as like an extra blankie for when I'm cold. But,
yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys, these comments are hilarious. We're still talking about the laundry too. Never separated it, separated it. Wow.
Everything's fine.
I definitely don't want to forget to read Instagram comments
Yeah.
for Kody
and party
Robyn.
questions, because I
And-
did write something down for party questions.
Okay, well, let's do that first, and then we'll do sister wives. So let's hear your
Okay.
party question.
It's this theory thing that I remember hearing this like years ago, but it came up shockingly on TikTok, where it's like this theory that every single person is either a frog or a rat. Have you heard this?
Oh yeah, we play this. I play this with Paige all the time.
Oh, really? Okay.
Uh
Well, let's go through some people. Like, let's go through the Brown family. Okay.
huh. Okay.
Start with patriarch Cody Brown. Cody.
Rat.
Frog. I'd say frog.
Oh, I'm getting rat vibes. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Meri.
Meri is frog. All
Yeah,
the way
she's frog. She's a lion. She's a cowardly lion.
She is, but I mean, if we have
She's
to choose one or the
bird
other, she's frog.
Right.
Janelle.
Frog.
Ooh, yeah, I mean, because she's not a rat.
No. Christine is a rat.
Rat. Robyn.
Robyn.
Frog. I mean, if we have to choose, it's gonna be a frog.
She is a frog, but she's also got
It's the
sharp
jaw.
edges.
Yeah,
She's got
but like
a
a
flat
frog is a
face,
more
but sharp
square.
edges. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna say
who-
most of the kids are frogs.
Yeah,
Robyn's kids are
Pey-
rats.
Peyton's definitely
I'm not. I was just saying this. Actually, okay, hold on. Can we segue this to one of my most satisfying? Just like I knew you were a soulmate when we had this conversation, and it will never ever get old to me.
okay.
Was somehow we started talking about the alphabet and the months of the year, and if they are
Oh yeah, girls or boys.
easy, everyone, male, female, or non-binary.
Yeah,
I mean, that's some hot topics.
we
right
went through
there.
pretty much the whole of them.
Like,
People are
A
confused by
is
what this
definitely
means.
like. Oh, wait,
It's
go
not
ahead.
by it's not by behavior. It's just by looks. It's like
It's
you look at
vibes.
someone.
It's like a.
Yeah, like I think I'm a rat and you're a frog.
Oh, really? I'm a frog.
Yeah, I'd say you're a
Well, I mean,
frog.
I'm
you're
a
not
horse. I mean, I'm a
pointy.
horse face. If we could choose that, but
I'm an owl.
No, I don't think you're an owl. You're
Oh,
like
I get told I
a,
look like an owl all the time.
kind of see that, but no. Okay, so people are like, I am lost. We have no idea what this means.
You'll get it. The more you think of it, you'll
Yeah.
start to catch on.
Yeah. Okay, let's start. Okay, so like the letter A is
Girl.
definitely male, and he is like he's an athlete, and he's just like such a dick, like a frat boy.
I have
asshole.
3 A's in my name, so I guess I want it to be a girl.
B is a girl, and she's like
Butch.
super friendly.
I think she's like a butch girl.
Oh, I was gonna say like she's like everyone's best friend. She's like the funny friend. C,
That's a boy.
boy, like a nice
D's a
guy
girl.
boy.
E's
D's
a boy.
non-binary.
Okay, I can see that.
E
and
is
F
a
are
boy,
boys.
but like super brainy, nerdy, like nice.
We're
but
not gonna go
nerdy.
through the whole
G is
alphabet,
such
don't
a girl. G's a girl.
G
She's
is a-
another like.
Oh no, I always thought G as a boy. I thought H as a girl.
Oh, H is such a girl.
Yeah. I's a boy. J's a boy. K's a girl.
M is a boy.
L, M, N, O are all boys, and then P and Q are a girl.
Oh, P and Q are like the girliest girls of all.
Yeah,
time.
yeah. They're bitches. They're
Z is such an asshole too. He
yeah.
is such a dick.
Z.
Yeah. January.
RS. Okay, January boy.
I think non-binary, babe.
I'd say February.
February's a
non-binary.
girl. Oh, March,
Girl.
girl. April,
April
boy. Oh,
April. April is a girl's name.
April.
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 Oh, well, we.
Yeah. What about June? July is definitely a boy.
July's a boy. June, I think, is a butch girl.
That's my birthday month.
Well,
Okay, anyway. I mean, I can see this is taking off like wildfire right here. Okay.
what do people
well,
have opinions?
Yeah.
D for Daphne.
G for Daphne. Yes. Okay. Should we go and check Instagram?
Yes. I haven't looked in a.
Me either.
That was a wet one. Also, guys, join our
Okay.
Facebook group if you're not on there already. It's just we love to hate TV and answer some questions, and I'll let you in. We just got 2 people
Alright.
join right now.
I'll go
All
to
right,
Robyn. You want to take
Okay.
Cody?
Yeah, I'll do Cody.
Okay.
The unverified Cody Brown. Cody Quinn Brown.
Quinn. Okay, so this one was 210 weeks ago, was her most recent posting.
Okay.
Love will save the day. Rainforest 3 Lover says, I meant to say, just like you said, Christine was the reason Cody didn't reconcile with Meri. And I can't see where the original comment is. Meaning like she went on one day and then like a week later would be like,
She's
hold
still
on.
stewing.
Robbie Green from 1 week ago. Amanda and Jody would roast your ass in an interview. Flames and hearts.
Oh my God.
Oh, boy,
Our names are
calling us
sprinkled
out.
and they're sprinkled all throughout both of them. Like I wonder if they ever get together and go, who's Amanda and Jody?
Oh,
They're reading these though.
oh God. You think so?
Yeah, Gwendolyn's like people always are asking Gwendolyn questions on her YouTube, and she says, yeah, they know they follow everything because they're both fucking narcissists.
Okay, you go because I see one that's getting pretty heated here. Okay, go.
Oh, so Mary's wet bar just said, can we please bring back his Donna rides in Coffee Alley?
I've been thinking
Oh.
about Donna lately.
I wonder how they're doing. Yeah, I could do that. I'm not doing anything else. Okay, this is Cody Quinn Brown's post from September 29th, 2021. There are 11,027 comments on it. And most recent is from the few from just a week ago. One says, did you give Meri and Janelle back the money that they put into Robyn's house? Again, people like read the other comments and realize that you're not the first person to do this.
Yeah.
Somebody else wrote, you are the worst human on earth, period. And the same are your wife.
Ooh, that's getting deep. Okay.
Yeah.
Gel Jelly 2 is really worked up about this one.
Okay.
JC Penney is hiring for a cashier position in Flagstaff, Arizona on Indeed.com if you're interested. No experience needed. They will train you. And then right after that, a new comment with the link. Here is the link for the cashier's position at JC Penney in Flagstaff.
Oh my
Real insistent on that.
God.
There's also one, I almost don't want to read it. I won't read it, but someone made a comment about, I'm guessing, areola, saying that she needs a training bra. She's putting on pounds.
Oh,
that
okay,
we
that's
don't
not-
like.
that's not
That's getting
cute.
a little too heated there.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh my God,
Let's see.
another one with Indeed.com. Hey, just dropping by to let you know on Indeed.com, Arizona Safari Jeep Tours is hiring for a customer service rep, $15 to $16 an hour, Monday through Friday. Figured you would need some pointers for jobs in caps.
God. All right, I got a long. Okay, this is 2 weeks ago from Jessica Rose. Coercive control, manipulation, emotional abuse, gaslighting, narcissistic behaviors, neglectful, and abuse. The list goes on and on and on. How you treated these women. You're annoyed at the fact everyone is leaving you because enough is enough. Now, no TV show, no leeching off the wives you think you own. Very, very, very unwell man. They finally found their voice. Now they can breathe. Their kids can heal.
Oh God. Very, very, very. They liked all those extra.
Unwell. And then they're okay. 3 weeks ago, hi Jody and Amanda from Trixie.
Another
the
one.
White.
I was gonna say Robbie Green again. Amanda and Jody. You ruined the family. Mallory Leanne just has 5 thumbs down emojis.
Yeah, I like those ones the best. All right. You are looking for a new wife? Please don't bring more kids into the world.
Ooh. You sat in your $1 million home and lived off 3 working women and had a nanny take care of your family. You should be ashamed of yourself. Can't wait to see your lifestyle change since they all left. You are Kody's puppet, only a matter of time before he abuses you like he abuses other wives. Wow.
He does abuse. I'm sure he does. There's no way he's like cool to be around. All those pictures of him walking around with his Heart of the Ocean necklace, he's never smiling.
So
Have you seen a picture of him with a smile on his face? He looks so stupid.
No, only when he does his stare down the camera. And he does that frightening one.
Oh, actually, okay. Speaking of which, this is the other thing I wanted to show. And I'm gonna just have because I can't figure out how to fucking change this to an MP4. But Kody recently did this unhinged cameo. And just see where he's supposed to be wishing somebody like a happy anniversary.
Okay, see, I saw someone post like the video of it, but I couldn't hear the audio. They were like playing something over it.
Okay, well here it is.
Oh god.
Hang on, I just gotta get the audio going. Wait, what the fuck? Okay.
Hello, it's Cody Brown from Sister Wives, and Caleb wanted me to send you this message. Congratulations on your 1-year anniversary. Glad you work in TV. It's an interesting experience if you see the behind the scenes, because it's sort of a magical world. I'm only seen by the public. What I see is a caricature of myself. It doesn't feel like it's really me. So, and like if you guys work it out, I won't be having any more wives. Robyn and I are now basically monogamous. Don't let that out yet. It's probably a spoiler. But it's obvious with the new season coming. But you guys could always be in plural marriage. Yeah, you could always be a sister wife still. Just, you got to talk your man into that. And I'm not sure that's a good idea. I don't have any recommendations on that. Anyway, congratulations on your 1-year anniversary. From me to you, lots of peace, lots of love from Kody Brown.
Ew. It's just so gross.
All over the place.
Lots of peace, lots of love. Kody Brown.
He goes, me and Robyn are basically monogamous. What does basically monogamous mean?
You're monogamous.
You've been monogamous. And well, maybe I don't know
you're
that
legally married and you're only with her. That would in every definition be monogamous.
Yeah. And just like no one, I don't think the person asked about that. They just wanted like a happy anniversary. And then he's like, well, you could be.
Don't let the cat out of the bag. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, good one, Kody. I'm sure TLC
if
loved
you guys
that.
want to be polygamous, I don't know if I could recommend that. I don't have any advice there. What the hell?
Also, I think it's confirmed that it's definitely coming back in the fall. So probably September again.
Okay. Well, that'll give us plenty of material. Right?
I got a schmuggle.
Oh, here she is. Jeez.
Say hi to Jody.
You keep these jump scares between the crab and the cat and the whatever else you got. Oh my god. Yeah, they've basically been monogamous for years. Absolutely. Yeah, he loves the peace love thing. Oh,
I know.
So gross. I hate it.
So stupid.
Ugh.
Okay.
Okay,
before we get in,
I just want to read this comment.
Okay.
Do you guys think this is all partly planned? I think the whole family was in on the con, that they were a happy plig family and playing along for the paychecks until their salaries got cut.
I think that they were also brainwashed by Kody and they're scared of him. And he did used to have a lot of control over them. And then I think once they got famous, people started probably reaching out to them on social media and giving them a little bit more. They were standing in their powers a little bit more.
Yeah. And I think they were so public and they were putting on this, like, we're a strong family unit. Sure, we have issues. So then how do you come forward and say, like, yeah, that there was actually a lot of crap going on that we hid or didn't share? Because then it just feels like...
Gwendolyn said that all the kids are estranged from Kody except for obviously Robyn's kids. Yeah, McKelty, I guess. But she said they kind of they weren't getting along, and then they were getting along until she started doing her YouTube channel, and now he just doesn't talk to her. So they definitely watch it. They watch her YouTube, which, sorry, Kody, she's making like what, 20
Good
grand
for
a month or
her.
something like that. Yeah, like she's
And
making
she's
a
probably
shit ton of
saving
money.
it, which is something that he should have learned a long time ago. And they want to
Right.
be. What's the thing going on with their house? Are they moving? Or
Yeah,
what's
well,
the deal?
they are supposed to pay off Coyote Pass. I said last week I thought it was January, but I think it's actually March. But already they've missed it. So now they're moving to
boy.
St. George to be near McKelty. So
Oh God.
So they're gonna
That's
have to
gonna be
pack up
interesting.
Robyn's house. Got to get those work
good luck
gloves
with
ready,
that,
Kody.
without all the kids to do it this time too.
Yeah, but those kids can't. Oh, the tender.
Oh no,
Aurora
I'm
can't
saying like
pick it.
the Brown kids.
Oh, without the kids, yeah, for
Without
sure.
the kids, yeah.
All right.
Man.
Anything else? I want to. Let's go through our. Did you write down your TikTok algorithm for this week?
Oh yeah, mine were just like really. I mean, this makes sense. So a lot of mine are people painting murals and stuff on their walls, obviously, because I've been painting and doing stuff. Sister wives, and
Yeah, always.
and then also the Murdaugh, like the Murdaugh house
I'm out of
after
that.
it had been cleared for the auction. That just keeps coming up for me, but I haven't had a lot of time to go into it. What's your algorithm?
I've been getting a lot of like alligator and shark attack and bear attack like stories. And I'm like, I don't want this. Where it's just like a person saying, like, in 1989, Joe Schmo and his wife Colleen went out camping, and it was the most horrific death imaginable. And I always sit and I watch them. Skydiving disasters, get a lot of those
I don't
too.
like that.
I hate that. There's this girl I follow called Dollar Tree Meals, and I love watching her.
Oh, you told me about her before.
Yeah, she's really good. And I don't know, I think it's cool for people who can't afford to like go to like a bougie ass grocery store. She makes some really cool meals. I've been Sully the movie. I basically watched the entire thing on TikTok over the week because I just keep getting clips from Sully.
Remember that time that I saw a plane crash and my entire family thought that I made it up and I never saw this happen? And then we found out like a year ago it was one of the biggest plane crashes in Miami, and I felt vindicated. My whole family's like, we don't ever remember that happening.
I'm getting a lot of Vanderpump Rules now.
That was the other one. Like, are people spoofing, pretending that they're Sandoval or whatever the hell his name is?
Yeah, we did an episode last week. Yeah, and I'm getting a lot of Gwyneth Paltrow. Just because of the bone broth thing.
That it didn't grab me on Court TV, the trial. I had it pulled up, but I'm just not.
I'm more interested in people making fun of the bone broth thing.
Yeah,
which is actually not even funny. It's like that's like an eating disorder. Yes,
right.
She drinks black coffee in the morning and then bone broth. Her diarrhea must be even more watery than mine.
She probably just doesn't even go because there's nothing to expel.
I feel like it just runs right through her. It's just hot water going through her at all times.
Yeah, I mean, imagine how malnourished you have to be. And I get that she has infusions and whatever, but still.
Yeah, and then she came out and she like did an interview like saying like, guys, you guys are being so silly. Like I do have more than bone broth sometimes.
Oh, that was also like Bethany Frankel came on and she's holding a gallon of ice cream. And she's like, why is everyone talking about Gwyneth Paltrow and like what she's eating? And it's like
brand new opened ice cream. And she never even she doesn't even like scoop into it. Bethany Frankel, go away. I don't even care about her, but like
she has done something to her face. Her Botox or her facelift, eye lift is bizarre. She doesn't even look like herself anymore. It's crazy.
Mandesha says, speaking of plane crashes, that Netflix missing Malaysian plane doc is not good. That's
good to know. I started watching
and
it's not. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Okay, well, should we jump into that book?
Colette says, Chris Martin came out this week and said some weird food thing too. I mean, The celebrities. All right, Latrice, I need you to. Okay, hold on a second. I just gotta.
I'm gonna put
gotta
on
grab my costume.
trusty
Yeah.
Janelle. Good old trusty. I got like a band uniform thing going on with the yellow gold. Oh yes. Oh, Janelle's apron.
And I'm not
I
gonna
love
tie
it
I'm
so
not gonna
much.
tie the strings because
Oh,
Janelle don't
God,
got no
no.
time to tie those strings.
Oh no. I mean, she's gonna be out the door for her next shift at work. She doesn't have time to tie.
She's living off of day old tater tots with congealed cheese. Okay.
Oven nachos, just picking at those, and you know those tortilla chips are stale. And she's like, if they put them in the oven, they won't even notice, and they're just kind of like chewy. Chanel.
Do I have time to run to the bathroom really quick?
Yep.
I mean, I'll be back
go.
I'll be back in a jiff.
Okay, this is insane. Yeah, go ahead. She's gonna go number 2. And God, I gotta look at that stupid crab up there. She goes so quickly. Okay, you guys, someone time it. It's okay, 12:08 my time. She'll be back in a minute and a half tops. Make sure you wash your hands. We're all judging her right now. Okay, so let's see some of your comments here. The Murder podcast. I have been listening to that. That is very good. Latrice is going to find those strings later, and it's going to be a bloodbath. What else is going on, guys? Emily D. Baker. Yeah, I know people either really love her or they get really frustrated with her. I found her during the Johnny Depp thing, and I absolutely loved her at first. But then I think I got a little overwhelmed with all the chat and super chat and a lot of the repeat stuff. But okay, that was a minute. Did you wash your hands?
I did, and I also went and grabbed my club soda.
You pooped, washed your hands, and you got a beverage.
Yes, it was ready.
That was 1 minute.
Yeah, it was a long one. Yeah.
You guys, come on.
Sorry. Anyone else who has IBS out there, they get it.
Whoa, hold on. Have
What?
we discussed the report that truly bit David?
I did see.
What?
I saw that. Yeah, I don't know why she posted that, or maybe it was a live. But Christine is so emotionally stilted, like just immature. Like it's like a 14-year-old having a boyfriend for the first time. So she wants everyone to just see, look at us doing all these cute things, dancing in the kitchen. But there's this video of them driving in the car, and Truly's in the back seat mugging away. Truly's much more likable, like on the actual show, Sister Wives, when she like talks and stuff. But like on Christine's videos, like when she does the baking video with her, she's very off-putting.
Do you see why she was my nemesis for many years before we found out
She's
the
a
truth?
weirdo. She's a weird kid. But we also Gwendolyn used to be the weird one, and now Gwendolyn's like the most interesting one on the rewatch.
Okay.
But I think, I don't know what happened, but David, maybe I should have rewatched this. David maybe put his hand back or something, and then Truly like bit his hand. And Christine was like, Truly! And then I think the camera turned off.
Like she just got excited and was like, Yarr!
I think she was being funny.
Oh, see, I would have chosen then to not post that video.
But I think maybe it was a live though.
Well, I don't like that. Yeah, she is too old to be biting.
Yeah, she's a strange
maybe it's
kid.
just like a thing she does that's like,
well, that's a pretty good bit. Great bit. I need you to move though. Can you move?
Yeah,
Can you go over there?
Okay, so listen, Truly has not had the easiest go at
well, she was raised without a father. Oh, there we go. Thank you for remembering.
Yeah. Okay, so I believe we left off from the Book of Brown at the top of page 123.
Yeah, after well-rounded children.
Yes. Would you like to go first?
Sure.
And we are picking up. This is Janelle's chapter. So does Janelle's. She has been working.
I'm gonna sit back. Okay. Can you still hear me? Did the sound get weird?
Oh, I can hear you. It's like story time. Just
yes. All right. After 5 years into our marriage, after Christine had joined the family and things had settled down somewhat, Kody began to mature emotionally. Okay.
Sure.
After 5 years into our marriage, Kody finally starts to like grow the fuck up. This
Latrice,
change, what?
it's not about you. It's not about you, Latrice.
Oh, Gigi says I was a biter when I was 4. Yeah, well, Truly's like what? 27?
He's like, I was biter when I was 4.
You know, Ariel is a biter.
Oh,
She probably bit that little girl in her class.
Oh, chased
It was
after with her.
It was
and
a
she's
friend
got-
bite.
Like, she definitely has sharp teeth. I just know it.
You know I have soft teeth. Okay.
I bet you Robyn still brushes her teeth with like one of those like finger brush things like for dogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
Okay. This change, Kody began to mature emotionally. This change had a lot to do with the fact that Kody started taking charge of his own decisions. Wow, what a concept. When
What a
Kody was
guy.
new to polygamy, he often sought the counsel of elders, so men.
Attention.
Well, I mean, like, he's not getting advice from, like, you know, all the women in his life. But he needs to, I need advice from my friends.
I don't know what they want
friends.
or need, so I better go ask men instead of, the wives themselves. Sure.
Among those he turned to for guidance were the members of Meri's family. Obviously, learning from those familiar with the faith and principle was crucial to Kody's development. Well, Meri's family, you did a bang-up job. However, no two families or situations are alike. Eventually, Kody had garnered enough guidance from outsiders. When he began to rely on what was in his heart instead of primarily on the guidance of others, his emotional maturity began to show. He began to make decisions confidently and asserted what he wanted instead of what others told him to want. When this happened, he became a stronger leader in our household. He developed the confidence to take charge and stand on his own 2 feet. This is kind of interesting because this is actually, that kind of describes what happened to all the wives, right? They all started to like get confident. But he doesn't. Well, that's ridiculous. While he still had a lot of responsibility with 3 wives and many little kids, he had grown into a profound sensitivity. What? Into a profound sensitivity?
Yeah, that
Is that a
doesn't make
correct
sense.
sentence?
No.
Okay, good. He had grown into a profound sensitivity and consideration, the likes of which okay, I get it. He had grown into a profound sensitivity and consideration, the likes of which I'd never seen in any other man. I guess having 3 wives and many children taught him how to communicate with us in clear and loving ways, and he discovered how to devote himself to each of his marriages. He burst out of the fog in which he'd been wandering during those first tumultuous years and became the most sensitive and caring husband and parent I could have thought possible. Well, yeah, that's been evidence on the show for 18 seasons.
I mean, this is what I've been looking for, right?
I mean, yeah, it's just like watching the show. Without his maturation, our lives are as one cohesive and coherent family would never have become what they are today. All right, pass gas.
Okay. Although Kody had matured significantly, it was no longer the naive, spontaneous romantic. With such a large family, we still had trouble making ends meet. For much of the first decade of my marriage, I lived with either Meri or Christine. Our house was crowded and paying the bills was always a challenge. We never had enough money, no matter how hard we or I worked. This was the main point of contention in any argument I had with Kody. That, and we were practically on top of one another in our small house. There wasn't any room to breathe or think. Kody did the best he could, and I never once doubted his commitment to me or our children. Whenever I expressed my grievances, Kody would always remind me, I'm committed. I'm not going anywhere. I knew he never would. He was the one and only stalwart in my life, and the best and most hands-on father I'd ever seen.
Janelle's sentences in this chapter are very difficult to wrap your mouth around.
They are.
They're not flowing naturally. Yeah,
no.
she did.
A stalwart in my life. He was the best, most hands-on father she had ever seen. Wow. All right. During the 8th year of our marriage, I gave birth to my 5th child, Gabriel. Afterwards, I sank into a horrible postpartum depression. I felt overwhelmed by having so many children in quick succession. Bless you.
Someone's sneezing. What is this? Hang on. Justina says, okay, Amanda is the nurse from The Office, season 6, episode 18. It just hit me. Haha, kind of off topic though. Is that the one who's like, oh, good, you know everything? I think it's when Pam and Jim give birth. And they're like, no, we read you're not supposed to do that. And she's like, oh, good, you read the books, then you know everything. What's happening over there? Is you breathing in some pepper?
Charlie, you want to like hold in your sneeze here so thousands of people don't need to hear it?
Sorry.
Oh, it was cute.
Okay.
Tell him Amanda says she's not mad at you.
Amanda says she's not mad at you. He smiled.
Oh.
Okay. 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 Missing into a horrible postpartum depression. I felt overwhelmed by having so many children in quick succession and felt seriously depressed at our lack of financial means. There's no money. Just no money.
Yeah, I think I'd be depressed too.
Yeah, because you just had your 5th baby and you're the only one working to bring in money.
Hang on.
I knew I was miserable.
Back to this nurse thing. Are you saying I look like her or I just act like her? Because I can kind of see that I look like her too. She's the one in that Louie episode about where she has that monologue about being fat.
I'd have to go back and I got Janelle on the brain.
All right. Well, anyway, I'll figure it out. All right.
I knew I was miserable, but I had no idea how to fix the situation. I also had a particularly nasty fight with Meri. One of the worst you've ever had. I was at my breaking point. I couldn't see my way out of my depression. I told Kody I was leaving. That night, I got in the car and drove to my mother's house. The next morning, Kody picked me up to run errands with him. While we were driving, he nonchalantly asked me, "So, are you better now?" Okay, also, can't Kody run errands by himself so she can like get away? Now he's picking her up in the morning. So are you better now? He asks.
Can you imagine being pissed off about something legitimate and then your husband just going, "So are you over it now? Did you take your tampon out?"
Yeah. So you get, Gotcha. His failure to understand how low I was felt like a slap in the face. Part of me wanted to scream and part of me wanted to laugh at his ignorance and his hopefulness that everything had become better overnight. That afternoon, I bundled all the kids back into the car and took them to my mom's. I had reached rock bottom. Until this point, the majority of my struggles within my family arose from sharing a living space. For several years, I had had the means to move out and into my own place if I'd been willing to turn my back on contributing financially to the family. But I wasn't. God, why, Janelle? Why? When we all came to the principal, we looked down on plural families that didn't live together. We believed that living as a unit made us stronger and allowed us to achieve necessary personal and spiritual growth quicker. As we saw it, living under one roof was the only way to do things. We had swallowed this ideal completely. So despite my struggles with the family, I was unwilling to give up on this vision that I'd held onto since I had accepted polygamy. Pass gas.
Okay. Do you guys want me to move Latrice? Is it like enough already or does anyone care? She's like smelling out the window.
I'll let you know. I'll keep an eye on the comments.
You want me to move, don't you? Oh, there she goes.
She's gonna pounce in a second.
Okay, there we go. She left. All right. All right.
What smells good there, Latrice? Is there a Serenity by Jan Bonfire?
There. Smell.
Yeah.
Then Michael later's like, "Jim, I couldn't help but notice you were smelling Jan's candles." He's like, "Oh yeah, she put it right in front of me at my nose." So
she wanted me to recruit all my rich friends.
I've been falling asleep. I'm not listening to podcasts overnight anymore. I've just been listening to The Office like on my phone on Netflix. And I love like when I wake up every like couple hours and then I just like hear like a line. But like I like stayed up and like listened to the whole dinner party when it finally came on. It's like, God, this is what another one of my favorite episodes is the Michael Scott Paper Company.
I gotta rewatch that one. I haven't seen that one in a while.
Because it's Pam and Ryan like bickering the whole time about
Okay.
like who's going to do the copies. And she's like, Ryan, let me use the computer. And he's like, no, I'm using it. She's like, what are you going to do? And he's like, I'm going to do another spreadsheet. And she says, oh, another spreadsheet. And she's actually funny in that episode.
Oh.
So check it out. Okay. Where am I? However, after the fight with Meri?
Yes. Yep.
However, after that fight with Meri, I'd love to know the details of this fight.
Oh God, to be a fly on that wall.
It would probably be really uncomfortable. It'd probably really grate on you.
And
I'd had enough. My kids and I stayed with my mother for several months. Janelle. Oh no, not Janelle. What's her name?
Bonnie? Grandma Bonnie?
No, Janelle's mom.
Yeah, isn't it Bonnie?
No, that's Meri's mom.
That's Mary's. Oh God, you guys, comments. Cheryl, Grandma Cheryl.
Cheryl. So if she was staying with, that means she was staying with Quinn, right?
Quinn. Yes.
Quinn and
Quinn.
yeah, we don't like to
Quinn.
touch on the fact that, you know, me and Kody are brother and sister. Okay. Until I found my own place. My job paid a decent salary, which allowed me to buy a better car. Oh God, a better car. Is that what that?
Yeah, not a new
blue
car,
one?
a better one.
Better car.
One.
In addition to my own home. Well, that's impressive. I started to build a life for myself apart from the sisterhood. God, you almost got out there, Janelle. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted my identity as an individual apart from the family. And to achieve that, I needed my own house. I also knew that if I left our shared space, I wouldn't be leaving the marriage or the family. Kody would have done anything he had to in order to keep us all connected in one house or many, because I was the one with
because Janelle's paying for it. Sure.
Yeah. Because Mary's like working at a trophy engraving place in the mall. Okay. Soon after I got my own house, I made one of the most important decisions of my life. I went back to school and I got a degree in accounting. I never knew that.
Auntie Twyla.
It is Auntie Twyla. She's doing my taxes. She's going to have a real ball with it. Getting a degree changed my world. I didn't realize how badly I wanted to do something like this. I felt personally and intellectually fulfilled. I was also certain that my career would thrive. The sense that I was taking control of my life and my future gave me invaluable self-confidence. While I was living on my own, I was in no way cut off from the family. After a while, Kody began staying at my house on our nights together. I was also determined that my children should not feel separated from their siblings. During the day, I would drive them nearly 30 miles to Christine and Meri, who would provide daycare and homeschooling. Well, Christine, let's be honest here. Meri wasn't doing shit. No. On the weekends, we would get together for family meals. This actually seems ideal.
Yeah. Works for Janelle.
Yeah.
Trust Janelle.
All right. Meg says, do you find it hard to watch certain episodes now, though, because of Pam? Yes.
Yeah.
The second after they got married, she got more self-confident, which makes her not funny anymore.
Yeah. She's condescending.
The
and
whole
Office Lady podcast doesn't help.
Oh, the Office Ladies podcast sealed the deal.
Worst idea they ever did. Yeah.
The worst is when Michael's dating her mom and she's being such a bitch about it.
Yeah.
It's like, calm down.
You're an adult. Bye-bye.
Yeah. She's not funny. Or the episode where they're figuring out what the surplus and she wants new chairs. And it's like, you're the receptionist, so bye-bye.
Yeah.
When
she wanted Jim to leave his dream job because she was like, but I want to do my doodles. When she had her her sleevey sweatshirt and she was painting that mural.
Yes. The surplus episode is the one with the explain it to me like I'm 5. Oscar's like, so then the next year, and Michael's like, I'd be 6. That's what he gets out of the lesson. I'll be 6. Okay, on the weekends we would get together for family meals. Yet the separation did wonders for me. I was able to run my household as I wanted, not as my sister wife suggested. Before Meri and Kody, I had always done the dishes in the morning, leaving... I don't like that, babe.
I don't like this, babe. I don't like where this is going.
That just gave me Ajit, I don't think.
Okay.
I would do my dishes in the morning, leaving my evenings free for relaxation. This habit, which in my mind is certainly not a bad one, drove my sister wives crazy. They insisted that I cleaned up at night, which irked me. Things like this may seem trivial, but over the years, small differences can really fester and come to stand for larger issues. But now, on my own, I didn't have to worry about what anyone else thought. I could leave the dishes in the sink overnight as I liked. I could do things as they pleased me. I can't believe that she rejoined the family after this because she seemed to love this.
I know. But listen, I don't want to judge her for doing this. She was like working full time. She's exhausted at the end of the day. She does seem like the type that's going to wake up early and just knock it out. I mean,
it's just a different personality of just. Listen, I would love to be able to have like one single pot in the sink and be able to walk away from it.
Spoon. Yeah, exactly.
A spoon. Yes.
Right.
Like, and just be able to walk away and not like be thinking about it.
Yeah.
Again, social anxiety. Okay, in addition to being able to indulge my housekeeping habits, meaning I let my house become a total pigsty and nobody cared, having my own place allowed me to focus on work and on school. And perhaps because I was so busy, I didn't have time to think about the petty stuff that was the source of so many of my earlier grievances with Meri. We moved on. Meri, Christine, and I each had our own home. Oh, okay, when did that happen? We had our own kitchens, always a major source of strife, and could live as we liked without interference or comment from the others. My happiness and my independence allowed Kody and me to enter a new phase in our relationships. I know it sounds silly to say, but after 10 years of marriage, we finally had the time to get to know each other on a more spiritual and intimate level, Kody, and to enjoy our moments alone. We became Ew, his little tiny penis.
Ugh. Yeah, what do you think it's
just like? I think it's just like 2 balls and then just like it's like this. It's like they're all the same. It's like this. Like these are the balls and then here's a penis and it's just they're all like
the church.
It's linear. Let's see all the people. Another Office reference. Here, do this.
I think it's like thinner, not very long.
I think it's fat and weird looking.
Ooh,
just like
no. Well, yeah, because his face does get like that swollen. Yeah, but short and stout.
Short and stout, yeah, for sure.
Short and stout, and like he'll just like poke.
I think it's just straight and just to the point, just like boom. And
do you think he really gets into it, or is he just like?
No, I think he's not intimate at all. I think it's like a 3-finger handsy that you got to do. Like you can't wrap your whole hand around it.
Finger handsy. What does that
like
mean?
instead of this, you like have to just use 3 fingers.
Stop
I guess you've never experienced
that. That's a thing.
Well, it is when you have a small penis. Okay.
Comments: mini golf pencil, mini corn. Oh, Meri Jane, welcome to the chat.
Finally made it to a live. Oh, you
perfect timing.
Perfect timing. Also, I'm very aware now that like my Auntie Debbie watches this, and like we were talking about this at the brunch, and Debbie's like, "Oh, I can't believe the things Amanda says on there." And my mom's like, "I can't watch it. I don't like the swearing. I don't like the swearing.
I don't like the swearing. That's the least of it.
I know, please."
Catch Meri Jane up to speed. You were just doing a visual of
like it's hard to like it's like that. Yeah.
That's Cody Brown's privacy.
Like that. They're like that. Like that. Okay. All right. I have no fucking clue where we are here.
I believe it was
the intimate level, and
right.
They enjoyed their moments alone. We became parents so soon into our marriage that we rarely had time for ourselves. When we finally did, it was refreshing and reassuring. I felt that my marriage was stronger than ever. 2 years after I had established myself in my own house, Kody told me that he was moving the family to Utah.
Oh, you are.
You are. But
you're moving us. Okay.
I guarantee you he didn't even have a plan. Just like with Vegas. He's like, a house will show up for pennies. Yeah. He had found a job for which he wouldn't have to travel. So unemployment. Yeah. Like welfare fraud. Okay. He would be home with his kids every night. Okay, I told him. See you later. Peace and love. All right.
Okay, see you
I just
later,
spit all
she
over my
says.
computer.
No way was I going to give up the peace and independence I had found. I had a great job. I had a great house. I wasn't leaving. And most of all, I wasn't going to live with my sister wives under one roof again. I worried about what would happen if we all lived together once more. I was stubborn. I stood my ground for almost a year. But soon I started to miss the family, and I knew that my children really missed living closer to their
I think she
siblings.
missed the childcare.
Absolutely. That's absolutely what she
She's
missed.
not missing the family.
Yeah, she missed Meri.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't wait to just see her again.
Sorry, the long talks we would have.
Oh my God. As I was coming to this realization, Kody told me something that completely changed my mind regarding the move to Utah. He had found a house, a big house with 3 separate apartments, each with its own living quarters, kitchen, living room, and bedrooms. The house had 7 bathrooms. It was a polygamist family's dream. This was all I needed to know. My kids could be reunited with their siblings on a permanent basis. I could be close to the family, yet still have my space.
I wonder if
No.
he commissioned the house. Like, I wonder if he got it built. Just
No, it was a
assuming that
formal. No, I remember him talking
it was
about
already existed. Okay, because I can
Uh-huh.
see him just getting someone to build it and being like, Janelle, I told you about this.
No, it was a former polygamous house. I know that. But let's see if she talks about how she, paid for the house. And that's
Yeah.
why Kody wanted her to come back. I was delighted by this development. I had been alone for months and could no longer deny that I was incredibly lonely. I missed my family. I missed the everyday interactions, the liveliness and the chaos, and dropping my kids off with Christine so I wouldn't have to take care of them.
Yeah.
The fact that we could all live together yet maintain separate living quarters felt like a dream come true. And it turned out to be just that. It sure did.
Also,
Sure
the
did.
house is so weirdly designed because, like, there's that middle section.
Mary's that you can't cross through. I feel like the
Well-
middle one should have been like a family shared space.
I think that's kind of how it was treated because that's where they were when Kody made the announcement. Who likes being a family?
Mm-hmm.
So that's like the middle part. But so Meri has the little middle section, and then you walk through the door, and then there's the kitchen and then you go downstairs to Christine's. It's poorly designed.
Well, I mean, what are you going to do? I have a feeling it was probably like Mary's house and Christine's house was the main original one house structure. And then they divided it into 2 and they added on Janelle's, I bet.
Or it was probably actually just supposed to be the way I was
Here,
picturing
someone
it in
just
my
said the
head.
same thing. Yeah, Meri and Christine's section were pre-existing. The prior owner at Janelle's side. Okay.
And Lizzie Dodd said the original Biggie housey. I just love to shout that out. That's a hilarious bit. Yeah. So I thought it would just be like 4
Like 1, 2,
apartments
3
with a middle.
Oh,
well,
okay.
Like upstairs, downstairs, and then upstairs, like there's a connector.
Well, nope. You just got to go outside because Meri doesn't want anyone walking through.
They're fine. They're fine.
The big house changed everything. We were able to be together as a family in a natural and relaxed way. I had my own space, but the kids had their siblings and the other mothers in the same building. Most important, Kody was going to be home all the time.
I thought he had
From
a
the
job
day-
though.
Well, he wouldn't have to go house to house. I don't know. Well, I mean, we're just making things up as we go along. From the day Logan, our first child, was born, Kody has shown himself to be the best father any child. I mean, this is wild. Any child could have hoped for.
See, I read that
Now
as from the
in
day
the house-
Logan was born, he showed himself to be the best father, like Logan did. From the day Logan was born,
yeah.
he showed himself to be the
Really
best
did.
father.
He
Yeah.
really- Now
Back.
with the new house and his new job, he had the opportunity to see all of his kids on a daily basis. It was magical. The fact that they are just like, wow, a dad is there. It's magical.
I always picture that home video with Kody like on his knees and he's like leading the kids around.
Yes,
doing this.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
In like a train. It's weird.
Yep. Okay, the new phase that Kody and I had embarked upon when I moved into my own house only grew sweeter in the big house. I had been so overrun with kids, my job, and my schooling that I had never allowed myself to be emotionally vulnerable to him. meaning I was so exhausted working all the time.
Yeah.
I couldn't even talk to the family. I never allowed myself to, throughout the first years of our relationship, especially when I was feeling unsure of my place in the family, I was determined to prove my self-sufficiency. When I first met Kody, love was only about an intellectual connection and a friendship. Uh-oh, you okay there?
Ugh! She's
God.
stuck on my
Oh, God.
sweater. Oh, there you go. Sorry, honey.
Just put her down.
Go back and
It's time.
She's going. She's pissed. Oof. Oh, good. You came up so you could sit on the book. Okay, sorry.
No,
Go ahead.
that's okay.
Continue.
It was an intellectual connection and a friendship. Sounds really hot. I wanted a practical relationship that would provide a happy, stable environment for my children. That was enough for me. I'm low maintenance when it comes to all things romantic. I prefer a good conversation and an afternoon spent together in a bookstore.
Trusty
And
Janelle.
all the hand holding and sappy sweet talk in the world. I feel like she's just telling herself that because that's all she can get from him.
Mm-hmm.
Nevertheless, I have a husband who is unbelievably sensitive to my needs and wants.
If you keep telling yourself that, it might become true one day. Oh,
he is intimately engaged with his children. I mean, we have seen that
Brianna.
time and time again. He is the most logical, loving parent I've ever seen.
So you've seen zero parents in your life, Janelle?
Yeah, exactly. So I looked into the most romantic thing I could have ever dreamed of, an ideal parent with whom I also have intellectual connection. In the big house, I started to let down my guard and show Kody my more sensitive side.
This is 10 years into the marriage, by the way. 10 years into the marriage.
And 5 kids. Oh.
And now they're getting intimate.
I had my own personal space. I've always been wary of being emotionally vulnerable because I'm afraid of being hurt. I throw up a wall and resist letting people in. In the big house, however, I found myself able to let him know when something was bothering me. I allowed myself to let him see when I was hurting and to help me if I needed it. Oh yeah, also he had to do that in exchange for me paying for the house.
Yeah, for getting the mortgage
honestly,
paid.
that is exactly what it is. Kody and I have forged a life together from a strange and distant beginning. We continue to evolve as a couple, exploring a more tender, romantic side of our relationship. In many ways, you could say our love story is just beginning. Ay, Dios mío.
Oh, no.
My relationship with Kody wasn't the only relationship that benefited from our move into the big house. Once I finished school and rediscovered my self-esteem, that was like so sad. I stopped taking others' criticism of me so seriously, Meri. I had to learn that I wasn't going to let anyone tell me how I should act, what I should do, or how I should behave. And once I stopped listening to everyone else's, Meri's voice in my head, I began to relax around my sister wives. We came to a mutual understanding and a collective respect for our similarities and differences. We've done so much growing up together, and like real sisters, we can look back on our collective struggles and major arguments and silly squabbles, and if not laugh at them, at least shrug them off. I mean, look at Taylor Swift over here. Shake it off.
Hate is gonna hate.
Now we can't even remember what half the fights were about. Yeah, but I bet you can.
She remembers.
It's
like the way my brain works. I remember every fight I've ever been in my life. Every nasty thing anyone said to me.
And every pool that you feed in. We've shared so much and been through a lot that with a word or a signal, we can remind one another of an entire experience or story. We are bonded by our emotional history as well as our collective experiences. Pass gas.
Gas received. Our life together. Our life together, however, is still a day-by-day process. Every day we all have to check our natural reactions to things and temper them. We have to be, well, you got to keep sweet, Jody. We have to be careful not to say things. Hang on. I just got a little twitchy. We have to be careful not to say things to one another in a hurtful manner. Yeah, so like just being a normal human.
Yeah.
This is something we learned after the years. We have to be careful. Every decision we make has to be grounded in what is best for the entire family as a whole. Until Robyn came in, it all became about her. It's complicated, but it's worth it because we've created something rich except not rich because you're poor as shit.
Yeah.
Rich.
Janelle is, but she had to share it amongst like 17 other people. So
rich and intricate. If I were to lose one of my sister wives or one of her children, I would feel as if I'd lost a limb.
except if it were Meri or Leon. I mean,
If it was Meri, it would be like as if she had like a conjoined twin or something like hanging off her body and like that she finally got it removed.
Like finally.
Like, oh, thank God. Okay.
Yes.
Although Meri, Christine, and I are very different in our natures, we have grown to share the same values. The family we have now is an amalgam of each of our individual habits. We have all contributed something to the way our family runs, except for Meri. My sister wives have influenced the way I see the world, and I have done the same for them. Some of these changes are moral. We are, among our culture, considered fairly open-minded, almost liberal, and some of these changes are practical. For instance, if one of my sister wives prefers to feed her kids at 7 and the others at 5, we'll adopt 6 as our dinner time. Wow.
I mean, smooth as silk, this family. Wow.
Do you know that my regular dinner time growing up was 4 o'clock? Always.
That's why. What time did you go to bed?
It's early,
though?
right? Probably 8.
So okay. Well,
And
we
I just
were hungry
always
after a long day at university or whatever you call school, preparatory, grade 1.
grade 1, yeah. I think it's weird to eat like after 5.
Really?
Yeah, unless you're like going, if you're going on a date
5 to 6.
Like if I was going on a date at like 7, I would definitely have a pre-dinner.
Ugh, God, that sounds awful.
What, eating?
Just going on a date.
Yes, I know.
At 7. That's late.
Eating before sex.
Okay, for the night.
By adapting to and adopting one another's traits, we've developed our own culture, the family culture. One of the things I had to work on once I moved into the big house with my sister wives was not falling into the pitfall of comparing my relationship with Kody to theirs. Comparison is the death of plural marriage. It leads to debilitating unhappiness. Okay. For instance, if I see that one of my sister wives has apples, my instinct. This is Robyn used this analogy.
Yep. Here we go.
Don't worry about my apple. You got an orange, but you don't worry about it. You have an apple. Okay.
Here it is.
If I see that one of my sister wives had apples, my instinct is to say that I want apples, even if what I really want is oranges. I have to be true to myself and admit what I want and not simply want something because my sister wife has it. I can't regress and say, Kody, you love her more because you give her apples and I don't have apples. Wow, I didn't realize how much like straight out of the book Robyn was quoting there. Sorry.
Because she thinks she's so smart. She's just zinging.
So why shouldn't they be able to have apples and oranges?
Yeah. Why can't you have it all?
Nice.
And watermelons.
Ski Ritu says Meri will take the banana. What the fuck? Where'd you go? You just left. Why would you do such a thing?
I meant to do this.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Jesus.
I like barely pressed it for a second. I hate you.
Okay. What did you talk about while I was in the bathroom, by the way?
That I was hoping that you wash your hands. I don't remember. I don't know. But I just want to say that again. Robyn's got watermelons all over the floor.
Yeah, that thing never got picked up from the floor. That thing rotted just until like when people let their pumpkins just rot until they just disappear.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
didn't
happened
eat
to them.
that. It got like
there are bugs everywhere.
Yeah.
I can't regress and say, okay, our marriages are individual and we don't want or need the same things. Except you do need the same things. But awareness of what someone else has in her relationship can cause you to question yourself. And this is where the danger lies. Kody is tender with us in different ways. He has different methods of expressing his love. Maybe he leaves notes for one wife, sweet voicemails for another. Or maybe the way of showing his love is by always putting someone's kids to bed. Sure, Jan.
Yeah.
When the fuck did that ever happen? Well, remember they used to have cuddle time?
Robyn's.
They would have cuddle time.
You know how he shows love to Janelle? He will take her paycheck and he'll go to the bank and he'll cash her paycheck and then use her paycheck to pay all the bills. It's really practical. It's just romantic.
He did a
No.
chore. He ran an errand for her. What more do you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quality time.
Where am I? Oh, these differences are vital to our lives. They are what make each of our marriages unique and special. Somehow, after 16 years, we had finally arrived at the ideal I'd envisioned when I'd accepted the principle. I was part of a happy, thriving family. I mean, really, look at this face. I'm happy. We were able to make decisions as a group with a minimum of strife and bruised feelings. We had found our groove. I didn't think that anyone could disrupt our flow until Robyn came along. That's like totally what she's getting at there.
Absolutely.
I was fairly surprised when, here we go. When Kody came to me one afternoon and told me he was thinking about courting Robyn. But the way he handled it left me in awe of his emotional growth. Jesus. He had learned so much from all the years with Meri, Christine, and me. And now he was going to completely throw off the entire dynamic. Yeah. Good idea. Pass gas.
When Kody began to court Robyn, it became clear to me that he finally empathized with the difficulty I'd had coming into the family. He showed that he'd learned from my struggles and was very careful about how slowly he integrated Robyn into our lives. I mean,
didn't they complain that they had to wait 9 whole months?
Yeah.
I should get him for the whole weekend because the courtship was so long and I should get 11 days.
Yes, I need it.
I needed it.
This is insane. Okay. He allowed her ample time to get to know each wife and all of our children individually. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So she took each of the kids on like a little date.
Well, remember he would take 1 or 2 kids with him so that they could babysit. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, got it. When they were getting to know each other before they'd been given permission to court, Kody would bring one of the wives or several of the children down to St. George in southern Utah to spend a weekend with Robyn. In doing so, he made sure Robyn felt as if she was going to be an important part of our family. And he also let the family know that they were still as important as they'd been before Robyn came into them.
You could tell, you can sense that the family felt secure in that.
Yeah.
Season 1, episode 1.
He's making sure everyone is on the same page. He was very protective of Robyn so that when they eventually married, she would feel as if she already belonged in our midst. Yes. Well, she felt more than comfortable. Okay, babe. Kody and Robyn's courtship coincided with a huge development in our lives. After careful consideration and endless family discussions, we decided to participate in a reality TV show about the family, Amanda. This decision wasn't without complications. After all, there can be consequences when polygamists go public. But these unfamiliar waters certainly complicated Robyn's entry into the family. It drew out her courtship with Kody and forced their wedding to be put off for a few extra months, Amanda.
Wow.
A few extra months.
Saints.
So we're talking weeks.
Yeah.
I was completely fine with Robyn and Kody's courtship. It wasn't until after they got married that I started to struggle. It's hard to reconfigure your life, your needs, your children's needs with a new wife in the picture. My mother explains this adjustment in a clever way. She says that wives are like spokes in a wheel. They keep the wheel balanced, grounded, and strong. When a new wife comes in, you all need to scooch over, move over. It's an uncomfortable adjustment at first, but when you get your groove back, you're stronger because of it. Robyn brought 3 children, one of them Aurora, into the family, which was an exciting change. We decided that a good way to integrate our families was to enroll our kids, many of whom had been homeschooled, in a public school along with Robyn's kids. There are, of course, some parenting differences between the way we raised our children before Robyn arrived and the way Robyn brought her kids up. Since Meri, Christine, and I had so many children, we didn't have the time or space to baby them. Oh, this is so good.
God.
If something didn't go their way, tough. Get up, brush yourself off, get on to the next thing. We're not catering to you. This is so...
Oh my God.
I love it, though. Robyn
they're so brainwashed.
coddles her children more, which is
No
certainly
shit.
understandable given their previously tumultuous home life.
Oh my God,
So
they're fine.
we are learning from her and she's learning from us. This, like many things in her household, is a work in progress. They most important. Wait, did you see that? They most important.
Oh yeah, no, I
thing?
saw it. I'm trying to monitor the chat here. I think there's a troll in here.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna block this person.
Is it like hot, sexy teens for you or something?
No, it's like some person just being really vulgar, and it was like, it's like, weird.
Vulgarity about.
No, but it was like, it didn't have to do with anything. Okay, so whatever.
Get out! How dare you? We're reading from the sacred book, and you're gonna.
I know
that smut.
He's like,
please.
He's like talking about like doing a woman from behind, and then he grabbed his dick or whatever. I don't know. And then it was weird stuff. So bye. See ya.
Okay. Wow. Where was I here?
We're not catering to y'all.
No, the most important thing Robyn has taught us is how to argue in a more effective and polite manner. With such a chaotic household, there are going to be a lot of family discussions. Sometimes these can become heated and they blow up. Before Robyn came into the family, our arguments would often end up unresolved with raised voices and slammed doors. Frequently, we were all worse off after a family discussion than before. So from time to time, it seemed worthless to discuss anything at all. Early on in the relationship, Robyn and Cody got into an argument. However, through example, Robyn showed him how to take the time to talk a problem out and not walk away from it before a comfortable resolution had been reached.
The early stages of manipulation. Oh, okay. These days, it is often Robyn who takes the lead in our family discussions. Yeah, we know. We watch the show. All right. She keeps a cool head and navigates us through difficult waters. She never lets us leave the room until we've settled an issue. Oh my God, that sounds exhausting.
Yes, exactly.
Because I'm very much somebody who wants
part of the family. Don't tell us
I need to walk away sometimes and just like sit with it.
Cool
if I have Robyn being like, Amanda, no, don't leave. God. Thanks to Robyn, we are able to avoid bruised feelings. Oh yeah, for sure. Robyn definitely made all of you more comfortable. We're able to avoid bruised feelings and the long periods of unhappiness that used to follow our family talks. God.
No more long periods of unhappiness. That's something.
God, Janelle, you're so much smarter than this.
Yeah.
Maybe Janelle was like, look, I'll put whatever you want in the book as long as it sells books. And we can see when they go to the expo, Cody.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really big.
Yeah, it is very big.
That banner, that was really big.
Like, why is that one so large and the rest of them are not?
I don't know. It was weird.
Wow. Okay.
Wowza. I wonder, if when they go to the expos, the only thing that's selling is the books. Robyn's showing people jewelry, and Janelle's just in the background being like, "We got the book."
Yeah.
Becoming sister. It's on a
and they're like,
discount.
"I'm gonna go empty my savings. I'll be right back to buy that." And then she comes back. Weird.
Yeah, weird.
So weird.
Okay. Even though Robyn brought so much into her family, during the few months after she married Cody, I felt as if I were wearing shoes on the wrong feet. Our rhythm was disrupted, and I'm afraid we were all a little brutal on her. Oh, God. No, you fucking weren't. You were all
This
fine.
is Cody manipulating them to believe that.
Our rhythm was disrupted, and I'm afraid we were brutal on her. Robyn went out of her way to extend olive branches to me. Fat olives. She'd offer to help me with the kids' homework on crazy days. Oh, no, thanks. I don't want you helping my kids with their homework.
Yeah. Just for those who are joining us, we are reading from the Book of Brown, Becoming Sister Wives, Janelle's chapter.
Yes, every week we do this. Yes, okay. Do we have like a lot of new people tuning in that don't know who we are or something? Okay. Also, I have Tourette's if you see me ticking. I'm not having a seizure. All right. She would pick up she'd offer to help me with the kids' homework on crazy days. She would pick up little trinkets or knickknacks.
Oh, good. Spend my money on shit we don't need.
Yeah, on like
please
bullshit.
Go to the dollar spot. Right.
That symbolize our family and offer them as just because gifts. That is so annoying.
That is what am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah. I never agree with that.
Janelle definitely seems like the type who likes just because gifts.
Yeah. Thank you, Colette Davis, who gave us a super
Aw,
sticker of
thank
$22.
you.
Yeah, we always forget to say that you can do that, but you can do that. And you can also leave us a tip on PayPal.
Thank you. I love that.
There's an episode of Modern Family where Gloria, as like Jay's Jay, it's Jay's birthday. I'm not good at her voice, but
Ugh.
for his birthday, she bought the whole family a trip to Hawaii, and he's like, okay, so you spent 20 grand of my money.
Oh my God. Right?
It's totally what Robyn would do. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Joe in Salt Lake City says boot lamp is the only acceptable gift for Janelle.
Boot lamp.
I feel like all the font is getting bigger.
Yeah, guys, I don't know what's going on.
We're not touching it, okay? No. Robyn collects Christmas ornaments, again, we know, and her first Christmas with the family, she selected unique ornaments to give to each of us, meaning she went to
they were so busted. We saw her make them. They were so
Oh, that's right.
It was like glitter glue of the kids' names, like Matt. Oh, so bad.
Regardless of Robyn's efforts during Lizzie says just because gifts sound like manipulation, maybe that says something more about we're putting this through the view of knowing that it's Robyn doing it, so it's hard to kind of see anything else.
Yeah.
Regardless of Robyn's effort during the first year, I was unwilling to accept her offers because she was draining my fucking bank account. Right. I was settled in my ways and not open to anything new. Despite my spiritual witness, I found myself kicking against opening myself up to Robyn. I was certain she and Kody were destined to be together, and that she was an essential part of our family. But I found myself unwilling to make the effort to build a bridge between us. As I learned during my initial months in the principal, just because something appears celestial destined doesn't make it easy. When Robyn joined the family, I was very busy with my kids and my job. I was hard-headed and believed that I didn't have time or need for this new person. I imagined Robyn and I could live as if we were riding in the same car, but looking out separate windows. And you achieved that, Janelle, for sure.
Except Robyn's in the convertible in the sports car with Cody.
Yeah. And Janelle's in her, what Ace and Caitlin call the jalopy.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah. With like one hubcap on it. I had worked hard to find equilibrium with Christine and Meri, and the three of us had formed our own sort of partnership. As far as bringing Robyn into the family, I didn't have any reservations. I just hadn't committed to the necessary emotional and practical work involved. I wasn't sure that I needed or wanted to make room for a new person in my life, despite the fact that I was spiritually convinced she should marry Kody. Also, I just can't wait to get to Robyn's part of the version of this story, because it's going to be so woe is me the whole time. I tried to give Janelle little gifts for no reason, and she was so mean to me, Kody.
Oh, yeah.
After a while, I got tired of fighting against Robyn and the potential friendship between us. I finally understood how helpful she had been in teaching our family how to communicate better. I realized that I was looking for a way to punish Kody and Robyn for disrupting my life, which valid. And it took way too much time and energy to be angry with this woman. So basically, Robyn just broke her down until Janelle was like, fine.
Yeah,
right. Stay. I don't care anymore.
We'll have a fucking kid.
Yeah. Snip, snap, snip, snap.
Oh my God.
So I started, and it took way too much time and energy to be angry with this woman who was trying so hard to open up to me. So I started letting her in. We still have a long way to go, but we've begun the journey. Okay. I am already starting to see the benefit of developing a relationship with Robyn. Before Kody told me that he had met Robyn and wanted to court her, I never had any vision of her as part of our lives. I was satisfied with our adult unit of 4. I never saw her coming. She says that in the show too. Well, we never saw Robyn coming, so you know. Yet when Kody mentioned her for the first time, I felt spiritually moved. Now that she's here, it seems as if she was always meant to be here.
Seems like it was destiny.
Destiny. We'll finish out this chapter and then maybe read like a couple paragraphs of Christine, just a taste.
Sure. Just a taste. Robyn possesses an amazing amount of emotional maturity.
Okay. Okay,
hurt.
Janelle.
That hurt
Yeah.
just to let that sit there.
And you can just hear all of these dialogues coming from things that Kody keeps reiterating over and
Yeah.
over. Kody wrote
Yeah.
this, basically.
She's our family counselor. One of the things that she has helped with in our family is pointing out areas in which all the marriages need solidifying. Oh, that's cool. So she
Yeah.
comes in and says, here's all the areas in your marriage that you need to like do better in. That's super
I
helpful.
saw you have dates, and you were that was the most happy you've been in Vegas.
Yeah. She has helped Kody realize where he may be inadvertently shortchanging one of his other relationships. That's so manipulative.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Yep.
actually helping you guys with your relationships. This in turn has given Kody the tools to explain to me that we need to demonstrate more warmth and affection in our marriage. I'm learning to be less pragmatic about love and more romantic, even if it's something as simple as not dashing out the door in the morning before Kody and I have had a goodbye hug.
Oh God, that's so sad.
Even if it's something as simple as a hug before I leave to go to work.
For like a double shift. There's one episode where they show up for like Christmas or something, and Kody goes out and kisses Janelle in the driveway, and she's like, "Oh, you're kissing," and he goes, "Yeah, you and I have always had kind of been weird with kissing."
Yeah, buddies. Over the years, Kody and I fell into the unfortunate habit of letting family business and finances dominate our alone time. This became the only things we ever talked about. Since I'm completely work-oriented, it didn't seem strange to me to discuss business matters on our dates. Have dates. The fallout of this was eventually Kody and I stopped talking to each other as husband and wife.
So this was happening during the show then.
Oh, God. Instead, we interacted like business partners. We'd forgotten about the sweeter side of our marriage. But was there ever a sweeter side? She just said like it took 10 years before they ever like talked. Okay. Speaking of Kody letting the dog out.
How many times does Scout go out?
She likes the outdoors, Amanda.
Okay.
She's like your deer that you become friends with. Something was clearly wrong. We both understood we needed to make a change. I recognized that I needed to change my tone with him. Oh, I hate this. And relearn how to talk sweetly and lovingly.
I hate this.
I began to understand that I could have a more profound, caring, and emotional relationship with my husband if we put aside all the business chatter during our evenings together, aka me talking about how tired I am from work.
Yeah.
Once I started doing this, I discovered there is unlimited potential to enrich our relationship. As a result, our marriage has grown deeper and more caring than I'd ever imagined it could be, or even knew that I wanted it to be. This is depressing.
Yeah.
Just like Kody's and my individual relationship, our entire family is still evolving. We are learning more about one another every day. This is the beauty of the principle. It demands that you never stop working on yourself in order to be the best person you can be on this earth.
I think after reading Janelle's entire chapter, my first thought is, wow, what the beauty of the principle. She sounds so happy the whole time.
Exhausting. Absolutely exhausting. Ugh. Let's see. There is no room for complacency. Naturally, there are bad days. There are times when I've said to my sister wives in the middle of a fight, I would never be friends with you ever. If it were possible, I'd hate you.
Oh my God.
But I don't hate them, not at all.
Janelle said that to me, like,
I would never be friends with you ever. If it were possible, I'd hate you. That's so funny. But I don't hate them, not at all. You don't pick your sisters.
Well, except you did pick, these are sister wives. These aren't your sisters.
You actually did. You like married them for eternity.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get along with your sisters and sometimes you want to kill them. But deep down, you always love them. Always.
Always. All right, let's read just a couple pages of good old Christine here. Let's get that background ready. There we go.
Oh, God, that looks really good.
Got to get the apron off.
All right, go ahead. You can do a little Christine.
Yeah, those do look really good. I haven't eaten in like 2 days. So I'm like, I want those now. All right. The first year of Kody's and my marriage was tough. I realized that I hardly knew the man I married. I don't mean to say that I didn't love him, but he felt like a stranger to me. And I realized that I was completely unsure where I stood with him. And which was a terrible and unsettling feeling. I wasn't entirely unaware of the struggles I might face. Growing up around so many polygamous families, I was well aware of the problems and pitfalls, the anger and the jealousy, as well as the daily organizational and financial struggles. I knew that the situation I was entering was going to be challenging. Although I don't think she realized that it was going to literally start on her wedding day, where he had a
And
faraway look in his eyes.
only get worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, and their honeymoon
Never
would be driving through the sticks of Montana while listening to the Phantom of the Opera soundtrack. I'd never seen my parents fight, but I realized that once they got divorced, their marriage must have been troubled for a long time. But in our family, if you had a problem, you just put on a smile and didn't let it show. I never saw my parents try to work through their differences until it was too late. Let's just go to the halfway through the second page. Company. Yeah.
Okay. Are you
Yep, passed.
But when I married Kody, I ignored any potential problems. I put on my rose-tinted glasses and cheerful disposition and imagined that when I entered a plural marriage, I wouldn't experience those issues that other people faced. If I was naive, it was because I chose to be. Not long after I married Kody, I stopped being able to cover my problems with a smile. I was nervous and insecure. I felt overwhelmed by my new situation. Janelle had just given birth to Logan. At first, the four of us, Meri, Janelle, Kody, and myself, couldn't agree on how to organize our household and raise the first child. Naturally, Kody doted on Logan, but this made me feel insignificant. How could I compete with his firstborn son? For the first 3 months of my marriage, I lived in the house with my sister wives. It was a strange transition. However, despite some of my struggles, I felt that the four of us were developing a solid family identity. We'd often eat meals together around a small kitchen table.
Ugh.
I'd grown up in a large family filled with kids. I thought it was really, really strange to be sitting around a table with only adults for company. All right, we'll put a pause in it.
Yep.
And
I figured out what happened where you had unclicked scroll across the bottom, so it just came up like the TRP thing.
Look at you, Miss Technology.
A lot of things going on over here.
Sing like Christine.
Okay. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah,
I'm going to go finish Love is Blind. See what happened there.
Sounds great.
Okay, so the day.
I got some laundry to do. I got to hang up some curtains, Amanda.
Jesus,
and, I'm a go-getter. I'm a doer.
And
I'm in the Christine phase of my life. So
okay, I'm in the Janelle phase of my life where I'm like, I just need to sit.
Just need to take a load off, get some nachos, sheet pan, my apron, and I'm good. So coming up this week, we already put out an episode of Gossip Girl, and with Vanderpump Rules was the week before, and then this week we are doing an episode of Return to Amish. It's called The Most Awkward Kiss. Yeah, and let's see, it's this one. If those of you who know it, and that
I don't like that.
Yikes. And we're also doing an old episode, season 6, episode 9, Sister Wives on the Ropes.
This is where they go and do that debate and with Colleen. And Colleen's like, I didn't try to broad stretch you guys. Yeah, Colleen. And Robyn goes, do not make me a victim, sweetie.
Sweetie. Oof. Yikes.
You're not allowed to be condescending to somebody who, when you've like never accomplished anything in your fucking life.
That's right. And what else? Stay tuned. We'll be back next week. Set yourself
smash that like,
smash that like,
subscribe,
share, subscribe, tell a friend, leave us a 5-star review on iTunes if you want to listen to this podcast. That would be amazing. Thank you for commenting.
Walter can tell we're wrapping up.
All that good stuff. Walter's ready to go, and he's ready to say what?
Wait, hang on.
A great week.
I wanted to say, you know what's actually really helpful, guys, is on our Facebook group, We Love to Hate TV. It's nice to get suggestions throughout the week, because sometimes me and Jody are kind of struggling throughout the week of like, what are we talking about this week? So if you guys have something you want us to touch base on, please let us know. Put a post up about it, and we'll add it to our list. But definitely brother husbands. Yeah, and great. There we go.
Little snacky poo for you, some bananas.
Yeah. So we got Christine's chapter next week. We'll probably get through about half of that. And we're halfway through the book right now, Geordie.
Woo, yay. All right. We love you
That's it.
guys.
Yep.
Thank
Have a great,
you.
wonderful Sunday.
You're
God's
all
day.
adults.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like or even a comment, and click on that bell if you want notifications, because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon, where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast, that's patreon.com/trpod, and We Love to Hate TV, patreon.com/love to hate TV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.